Hello everybody, good evening. Rose here. Tonight I'm reacting to a highlight reel clip courtesy of Just Saying. The clip from Just Saying is called Chantal, aka Foodie Beauty, Kevin Smells, Let's Costco Scooter Bees After I Eat, Sushi, the highlights. So Foodie Beauty has done a few live streams today, and to be honest with you, I just could not get in the groove to react to her. Maybe I'm experiencing a little bit of burnout, or I just was not in the mood to deal with Foodie today. But I went to Just Saying's channel, and she posted this highlight reel clip. And so I'm going to react to that because it has the best pieces of all the different live streams all together. And her highlight clip is about 31 minutes long versus Foodie's 2 and 3 hour live streams. A lot of you that are on my channel, you're all off celebrating the holiday weekend with friends and family, as you should. So trying to make time for Foodie right now may not be the best time. So let's just stick with a highlight reel. Let's just, get the meat and potatoes and get out of here. But I encourage everyone who has not checked out Just Saying's channel to please do so. I'm going to leave the video link in the description so you guys can go to her channel, check out the video. Please give her a like and perhaps even a nice comment and subscribe if you like, in appreciation for her doing this clip that I'm going to react to. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on the screen so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Okay, and there's Miss Foodie in all of her lovely glory. Same as always, Foodie, never change. In your messy room in your underwear. All right. So, as I said, this clip is really short, thank goodness. Because honestly, I'm just not in the mood for 6 to 9 hours today of Foodie. And I don't think you guys are either because it is the holiday weekend. It's 4th of July is tomorrow. You're going to be busy with barbecues and spending time with your family and friends and enjoying yourself. So a little bit of Foodie tonight I think is appropriate. So let's get to, shall we?
All right. Actually, oh, guys, I want to change my name. I don't feel like Foodie Beauty anymore. I am Chantal. You were watching me live my life. You were watching me live my life. I actually wanted to see you do it, like, talk about Kevin a bit.
Yeah, so for those who are not aware, Foodie Beauty has changed the name of her channel over to Chantal. Just Chantal. And if you had changed up her content, that would make sense. Just changing the name does not mean you are completely rebranded to something else, Foodie. You got to change the type of content you do as well as the name to make it make sense. So just saying your name is Chantal, but you're doing the exact same Foodie Beauty content, I mean, what's the name change going to do?
So you're watching me live my life. I figure, I don't really do much about food or beauty. So, like, whenever I said Foodie Beauty, I wanted to do food and beauty on my channel, which I did very, very briefly at the beginning, and a lot of food. Farewell, Foodie. Hello, Chantal. Don't hate me, but I think you should limit meat and edibles. Lula, I agree with you.
I'm not sure how much Foodie spends on food every month. The last time I heard her say anything about how much she spends on food, she said that she spends about $3,000 a month on food. Could she be lying about that? Don't know. Can't confirm. But she did say that. She said that she spends about $3,000 a month on food. And she spends about, I believe, $1,000 to $2,000 on the edibles and the green products. So if you got your food and your edible consumption under control, Foodie, that would put about 5 grand back in your pocket. But the trick is to get those things under control because they're both out of control. You would need help with that. You would need therapy. You would need someone to take control of your finances. And I'll be honest with you, I don't see any of that happening anytime soon.
1,000,000%.
Oh, another thing that would also save you money, stop giving your money to Natter. Stop paying his bills and stop giving your money to strange men just because. That'll put a lot of money back in your pocket too.
1,000,000. So how it happened with Kevin was I met this guy on one of the dating apps. I can't remember which one, but I don't know. Sorry, and I want to just say that I never knew that like chlamydia and like trichomoniasis. I didn't know I had that. Like I checked my chart. They may have said something about it. Like they may have said the medical term. That's why I didn't realize I had that. I don't know. Like I didn't think it was like an STD. That's why I didn't
I
put
don't
that
want,
in STDs.
hold on. I don't want to gross anybody out, but Foodie said that allegedly Natter gave her 3 STDs. And recently she said she's also got another one. So I guess that's 4. Foodie, where are you getting all these STDs? And why haven't you stopped getting them? If you're getting these STDs from Natter and from strange men, maybe it might be a good idea to use protection with these men. Don't raw dog everybody you see. You know, you're catching STDs like other people would catch Pokemon, got to collect them all. Girl, you need to stop. You got all kinds of stuff going on down there. It's a petri dish of all kinds of poisons and toxins. You need to stop. And you need to get your butt to a doctor and get everything checked out and everything cleared up because left unchecked, that could wreak havoc on the rest of you.
Just so you know. No, I didn't give him 150 yet that night after him. I blocked my other account.
So she gave this guy, Kevin, $150. For what though? Why are you giving strange men money? You don't even know this dude. Like, make it make sense to me. Why are you giving your money to strange men already? I don't understand what the purpose of that was. Did you pay him for services rendered? Did you pay him 150 to take a picture of him or hang out with him? Good Lord, Foodie, it just seems like you cannot hang out with men for free. You got to pay them. It's just absolute madness.
Bro, all you have to do is complain about me. I don't know what about oh my god. You ran from the cops with him. Yo, I think someone called the cops to report me like being with him. So we're driving away from Motel Adam and the fucking cops are barricaded the street. And I'm like, are they barricaded because of us? And I was all paranoid. I didn't know if it was because of us or and he's screaming in the back seat, like all paranoid, like I'm gonna go to jail, I'm gonna go to jail.
There's no reason to be afraid of police unless you're doing something illegal. Like seriously, if you're just driving down the road minding your business, why would you worry about the cops unless you've got something on you that would cause you to be arrested or you're doing something illegal. So why the heck were you guys so worried?
Okay, so anyway, I want to say, no, see, I'm not talking about him anymore. Okay, so then he works hard. He's a really hard worker. He's been really nice to me. Then like I got really hopeful, and then he started just like being like a kind of like love zombie. Like I love you, babe. Anything you want, babe. I'm here for you, babe. I'll do anything for you, babe. I love you, babe. No, no, I hate those kind of men. I hate.
I'm confused. I am really confused. So let's recap. Foodie Beauty, she doesn't like Natter because Natter is a cold fish as far as giving out attention and giving out love, and he won't commit to Foodie, and he won't claim Foodie, and he puts her down, and he humiliates her, and she doesn't want that from him. But here's this other guy, allegedly. He's going the opposite direction. He's being nice to Foodie, saying nice things to her, and she doesn't like it. So she doesn't like guys who degrade her and yell at her and fight with her, and they're not affectionate. But yet, when somebody's too affectionate, that's also bad. Foodie, make up your mind. Do you want love or not? I, what is the happy place for you? What is the happy place?
Hate those like, I love you, babe. I need a degree of my man to not want me for me to be attracted to them. That's so weird, isn't it?
It, okay, okay. So what you're saying is the guy that you're around, they can't be completely love bombing you. They have to act like they don't love you. Is it because you look at that as a challenge? Is it because you don't want to be with a guy that you feel like there's no challenge there? Because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like you want an element of, I don't have this person, and that will create some drama. If I encounter a guy that he's totally in love with me, there's no challenge there. There has to be an element of conquest. Maybe that's why you can't let go of Natter. Maybe that's why you're so infatuated with Natter, even still, because he's never wanted you, because that element of him not wanting you is definitely there. But here's a nice guy that he's not going to put up a fight. He's going to be nice to you, but you don't want that.
Not be attracted, but like play hard to get a bit or something. I don't know. I'm boring already. Anyway, and on top of that,
So yeah, Foodie has made that comment in the past. Nice guys are boring. So a nice guy is boring for her. She wants the drama. She wants to be able to fight with that person and turn them into content for her channel. That's basically what it boils down to. Her content is about drama and toxicity and keeping everybody on edge. And if she has a nice guy in her life who has no desire to fight with her, they just want to be nice, there's no drama in that. That's not good content for her. She's looking for someone that she can halfway fight with so she can complain and yell and bitch about them on her channel. And that's content for Foodie. She wants that dramatic content. And she's looking for that guy that will be in a couple situation with her, but everything will not be completely copacetic. She wants that element of drama so she can get on her channel and complain to about that person and get views and get super chats and get membership signups. Oh, this person's so mean to me. They're so disrespectful and I don't deserve this. Yeah. So what you're saying here is, Foodie, you're not really looking for a real relationship that is balanced and healthy. You're just looking for a partner in crime that you can fight with on your channel and make money. That's what it sounds like to me.
the you know what was just fucking bad. The deep and yeasty was short and But this was before, like, I only slept with him like twice. The first time wasn't bad, maybe because it was like in a risky place, but then he started like asking, "Oh my god, oh look, accountable beauty." Yeah, I have plans today. He started asking like, I said Cuba was the best I ever had. No, I didn't. Did I? Probably just to make Nader jealous. It wasn't. It was good. Like, it was good because I was attracted to Renee. Like, he was kind of boring and fast. The stuff with Tony was good and long. Too long. TMI, but the time with Tony was long.
This woman she's impossible to please. Y'all notice that? She's impossible to please. Her standards are all over the place. Okay, so if you're a guy, you can't be too nice of a guy, but you can't be too much of a jerk either. You know, you can't be too much of a cold fish, but if you're a nice guy, you got to be someone that you're nice, but there's still that challenge there. You can't be love bombing Foodie and being romantic to her. She finds that boring. And then when it comes to intimate time, she doesn't want it too fast or too much or too slow. Man, she's picky, our girl. She doesn't want it too fast. She doesn't want it too slow. She doesn't want it too long. Foodie, you're over there so thirsty, you're practically dehydrated. And yet nobody can please you. If they give you too much love, that's a bad thing. If they don't give you enough, that's a bad thing, and you rage about it. If the sex goes on too long, you complain about that. If it's too fast, you complain about that. Woman, you got to learn to compromise and relax.
Bonker. But he's more of a jerk. Or maybe I'm just being unfair, but
You are.
if a woman sends you a picture, you don't like, he's just, it feels like manipulation to me. So, like, do you know what I mean? I'm not into that. I see the signs now, the similarities. No, not that shit. So I did like him, start to like him, but I don't think I'm gonna like being insecure and wondering why he's not messaging me and all that shit. I don't expect you to get back to me like right away, but like when you get back to me right away when I give you shit for something, but then when I send you a nice picture of me and you just ignore it and leave it on red forever, no, I'm sorry. Especially when we're in the dating phase. No.
Wait, hold on. Pump the brakes. We're in the dating phase. Jesus, take the wheel. Lord, have mercy. Pass the biscuits and the gravy. This one. You don't even know this dude. You're not in a relationship with him. It's somebody you just met. There's nothing locked down. And you're talking about dating him. Okay, so on a devil's whim, let's just say you are dating. You're dating. That means you're getting to know each other. You're going to sit there and go to this guy and complain if he doesn't get back to you fast enough, despite the fact that you know this gentleman has a job. And when people have a job, they can't just pick up the phone whenever. They can't call you whenever if they're at their job and they're punched into the clock. You got to wait till the job is over or they take a break to make a phone call. And they can't be on the phone with you all hours of the day. And they can't be texting you all day, Foodie. Your expectations of what you expect men to do for you and how often is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. You have no consideration for other people and what's going on in their lives and what they have to do and what they have to accomplish. All you think about is you, what you want. And if you want something now, you want it now. And you don't think about the fact that other people, maybe they can't give you something right then and there. And if you keep approaching men with the attitude of, every time I say jump, you got to jump and you got to ask how high first, no one's going to want to talk to you because you're being way too pushy and way too aggressive and way too controlling from the jump when nothing serious has been established. You're going to push people away from you. If you're seeing this dude, whoever it might be, if he's real, you got to learn to relax. You got to let that other person relax. You got to get to know somebody. You can't get all hyper and mad if they don't pick up the phone or text you when you want them to. Maybe they're busy and they've got real work to do.
Those are mind games, honey. I'm not that into you. Who? Oh, that other guy? Whatever. Oh well. His loss. And actually, what I really think about the situation.
Can I just throw these thoughts in here before I forget? Foodie, if you're someone and you have STDs, whether it's 1 or 2 or 3 or more than 3, honestly, you shouldn't be dating right now. You should not be engaging in anything intimate with another person because you know you got STDs and potentially you can pass them off to other people. And I'm sorry, anybody, male or female, running around with STDs, knowing they have them, letting them go untreated, going out and having sex with other people, it's reckless and it's thoughtless, and you're a jerk for doing that. You should keep your legs closed until you get that fixed. There's something wrong with you if you're running around with STDs untreated and you are engaging in any kind of sexual activity with other people, knowing you've got stuff and knowing that potentially you're passing it off to them. And they don't know that you're infected, but you do know. You've got that knowledge. You do know. I find that morally wrong to do that to another person, to have sexual relations when you know you're infected. You need to go to a doctor and get all that fixed. Fix all your little inner vag infections so that when a guy goes and does his business, he's not going to catch anything because of you.
Situation, I'm so grateful that he did not pick up that phone yesterday. So grateful for me. My gain, your loss.
Yeah, I was part of Gary Unfiltered's live stream tonight, and he was reviewing one of Natter's lives. Erie Pepperoni kept track of how many times Chantal called him one night. 18 times she tried. 18. Back to back. Along with text messages. Chantal, that's obsessive. You really need to leave him alone. And just for the record, I'm not on Natter's side, okay? I don't like Natter. He's a scumbag, grifter, scammer, loser, trash. I don't like Natter. I'm just saying from the perspective of obsessive behavior. That is obsessive. That is excessive. It's too much. 18 phone calls, Chantal? That's way over the top, girl. You need to quit.
Every way possible. Like, every way. My life, like, knock on wood, but what have I got planned today? I want to get groceries, so we're probably gonna scooter these. And then tomorrow I gotta get all my buffers, all my mental health. Tomorrow's a medical day. Okay.
You know, it would be nice if she kept her promise and she took care of her physical health and mental health. She would reap rewards if she did that, but she doesn't care. So I'm wondering if her saying, tomorrow I'm going to do all this stuff, is a cover for her going to see Natter or trying to see Natter, because that's usually how it goes. She says, I've got all these things I have to do tomorrow. Well, I'm wondering if that'll actually happen, or if it's just her coming up with a story so she can try and sneak over and see Natter.
I need to pick up. Oh, the macrame lady messaged me. Maybe we can pick up my macrame later, or maybe on the weekend, or maybe on tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow or Monday, whenever they want, whenever they're ready. Stranger Things is not that good this season. The length of a movie, I can't focus. I was in the hotel trying to focus. Maybe once I have my brain out of the dumps. The Dollarama costs more than $20 now. It wasn't in my budget. Hi, Sherry. I basically have to start all over with this whole. I failed at everything. I need to restart everything.
I am of the opinion that if Chantal wants to get out of the financial hole that she's in right now, she needs to give somebody control over her money. Some kind of control, a conservatorship, something like that. Someone needs to step in and take control of her money and only give her what she needs. And everything's accounted for. If she says, I need $200 for groceries, fine, you get $200, but no more than $200. These bills over here need to be paid, then that person makes sure they get paid. Someone needs to come in and take control of her life, her and her money. That's the only way she can pull herself out of the hole she's in, because she's out of control. She gets her money and she spends it recklessly on stuff she doesn't need, on drugs, on food. Someone needs to step in and take control of things. And that would add an element of control that just does not exist right now. You can't heal in the same environment that you hurt in. And there's too much temptation around Chantal, and she can't resist any of it. And that's why she's spiraling. There's nothing stopping her from acting reckless. There's nobody around her that she has to worry about how they feel, their opinions, their feelings. She's like a 16-year-old teenager with mom and dad's credit card, just going hog wild.
All my money is my own, so it's not as bad. Kevin is home alone and trying to avoid breaking into his house. No, Kevin is probably home alone, crying. You need to wash your wiener, pal. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it speaks Korean! Oh, because it's not cut, so it would
What? Is she making fun of a guy for speaking Korean? What's wrong with that? I mean, Natter speaks Arabic. So is she making fun of somebody for speaking the Korean language? I don't see any problem with it.
Whenever I would touching it, I knew it would smell.
Oh, so you're going here and you're doing that, are you? You're going to shame somebody for their private parts smelling. Chantal, you said that your private parts smell really, really bad. You said, and I quote, it smells like barracuda and ricotta cheese. Your words. And if your private parts are smelling like that, how can you complain about somebody else and their private parts smelling? I'm going to throw a theory out there because I can. I think if there was a Kevin, I think because of her lack of hygiene, perhaps this Kevin person did not want to do anything with her. And if that is the case, I wouldn't blame him. Because why would a guy want to be with a woman who smells awful down there? That's very off-putting. That's very disgusting. So maybe he rejected her based on that. And this is her way of getting back at him. And Foodie, even if what you say is true, even if he does smell, what are you doing? getting with guys that have smelly, disgusting private parts. You've told us that Natter had green stuff coming out of his private parts, and now you're with a guy that you're saying that their private parts smell. Where are your standards? Where are they? Are you so desperate that you'll take anything, no matter how disgusting or disease-ridden it might be? It would seem so.
I'm such a bitch. Look, we have to take care of our privates or they're gonna smell. Me too.
So take care of yours. By covering up the smell, which you do with the Vagisil stuff, you're not addressing the problem of why the smell is there. So again, girlfriend, if you're running around with 3 or 4 STDs, you need to get that fixed, because it is irresponsible and immoral to run around spreading STDs to other people, because it becomes a chain of, if they touch you and they get something from you, they may pass it off to somebody else, and so on and so on. It's one thing if you didn't know you had something, but you do know, and you're still not getting it addressed.
I can't deal with the smelly weeds. Nikocado looks. No, he doesn't, does he? I hate them. If they're not clean, forget about it. And it's so easy for them to be dirty. The flaps over. Ew. I know. And I notice a lot of Caribbean men don't have it cut at all.
Hold on. What do you mean? Like, how many Korean gentlemen have you been with? You're making an assumption about Korean men that you don't even know. I'm how many Korean men have you been with, Foodie? You're making it sound like you've been with half the world. Girl, you don't know nothing about Korean men. You don't know nothing. Stop talking out of your butt. Stop trying to classify Korean men that way.
Like Renee neither. I cannot deal with that. Sorry. They don't have scooters at No Frills. I'm not eating at No Frills. It has to be a bougie restaurant. It has to be a one step up from No Frills, considering the fact that all my money is my own now. So thousands of dollars extra. Thank you. No, I'm kidding. At least hundreds.
Okay, everybody take note. Everybody take note. She's saying, I've got thousands of dollars extra. Take note. Write down the date. Today is July the 3rd. At this moment, she says she's got thousands of dollars. So in a week or two, when she starts crying broke and talking about payday loans and I don't have a lot of money and I got to eat at home, remember this date. Remember her saying this. Remember it. You know, in a week or two, she's going to start crying that she's broke, payday loans, that whole bunch of garbage. Remember, she said on this date that she has money. And you know what? If she spent every dime and in a week or two she's broke, that's on her. That's not on us. That's not on her VIPs or her members. She's in control of her money. And if she's out of control with her money, it's nobody's responsibility to make up for her stupidity. She's an adult. She's got to figure it out.
You know, Chantal probably reeks of piss. Hey, I do a courtesy wash before I screw.
Ew.
Yes, I BJ'd him with this gross, nasty, sticky, gross, creamy peen.
Ew. Can I just say something as an older woman? And I'm 51, Chantal's 38. It has been my experience that the people who talk the most about sex are the ones who get it the least. And that's why they feel they need to talk about it, because they don't get it that often. Those who get it on the regular don't feel the need to talk about it with other people. So the more she talks about it, the more that I've just come to the conclusion she's really not getting it, and she's just making up details for the sake of views and money.
Because what do you say? I was gagging the life. And I made it seem like it was because it was too big. Ew! Never again! Never again! I cannot be a hoe. I cannot be a hoe. It's disgusting.
Too late. You already are. You're doing things with strange men, giving them money for whatever else, running around with guys that there's something wrong with their private parts. Yeah, you a hoe.
Carbonara pizza. I said be gay by now. Foodie beauty. Well, I can't be gay. I have a vag and I know what it's like too. I'm kidding. Ew. Subject change.
Thank you.
No, we're talking about Kevin. We need to talk about Kevin.
Why do we need to? Why do you need to talk about him at all? You want a private life. The way you keep it private is by not talking about certain things. Why do we need to know this? I mean, you could come on live stream and say, I met up with Kevin, it didn't work out. That's it, that's all. There's nothing else. But you're going into too much detail here. Way too much TMI, Chantal.
No, how can you say that, Bonita? You can't tell that to somebody. I know, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a nasty bitch. And I wouldn't tell you this if you knew who he was. And I hope you never ever find out. Kevin cream pies himself.
God, she's foul. Sorry.
So any man I date has to have a clean rod, like a friggin' TMI, like 9 inches, clean, not too hairy. That's it.
So you want a guy to have a clean private part. What about you, ma'am? You're running around and your hoo-ha is so dirty it's infected with several things, including trick, which is a parasite. So we can honestly say that your vag is parasitic because trick is a parasite. You're running around with a parasitic vag, but you're expecting a guy's private parts to be clean, but your private parts aren't clean. You got all kinds of infections. It smells. You have STDs, allegedly. Don't know if you're lying about that, but this is the information you're putting on YouTube. That you had 3 STDs and you recently said you got another one. Girl, clean up your backyard before you criticize somebody else's and you start to have standards. You're wanting a guy to do the wild thing with you, but they're not going to be feeling too wild when they get a whiff of it. You know? Maybe the reason why you're picking these guys with the green peas is because your vag is all kinds of messed up. And you figure if they're messed up and you're messed up, that's okay. But if you want a guy to be clean and hygienic, you got to start with you first.
Or else I'm not settling. So Kevin is out, and that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Because he was talking about how he just was strapped till payday and he needed to buy a new gas tank or something first.
Oh God, here we go. So if this guy's hitting her up for money, I'm sorry, if somebody tried to do that to me and we're just starting to get to know each other, I've been looking at them and going, well, your problems are your problems. Sorry. We're just starting to get to know each other and you're already hitting me up for money? Really? Bro, this is bad. But Foodie's stupid and she'll give her money anyway. Because as we know, Foodie is one of those people that she doesn't do things out of kindness or generosity. She does it because she's going to hold that over your head and hit you over the head with it like a hammer. Look at all I've done for you. I'm so good to you. Look at all these things I could do for you. Yeah, that's how she gets control of people.
He needs to fix his bike. He's like, I'm going to ask my boss to borrow money until I get paid. So I was like, I felt like he was hinting a bit, and I was like, well, and I was in a good mood. Like when I'm up, I'm like, well, I can lend you the money, but now I guess I won't get it back. But I don't care. Anyway, so I think because I was like planning red flags, Kevin. Yes, Monica. I need to stop fucking paying men for shit. So from now on, when I meet a guy, I'm broke and I don't have a job. No, I'm sufficient and I don't need you to support me. And I don't want to support you either. God, Canada men are bums. Excuse me. Just the ones I'm meeting, apparently.
Yeah, well, if you didn't think nice guys were boring, you might find a guy with a job and a car and you wouldn't have to ride them around and help them do things. But as you said, nice guys are too boring. You want that drama. So you pick all these broke losers to hang out with and got to deal what comes with that.
Putting this on until my stuff is dry.
So allegedly, she just took a shower and she's putting on a dirty dress. She took her 5-minute shower, which everything did not get clean because there's no possible way that you can take a complete shower in 5 minutes. I mean, I'm smaller than Foodie. Minimum, it takes about 10 to 15 minutes to do everything. And she's of a bigger size, and you've got to wash everything, get underneath the creases and the folds, and that takes more than 5 minutes. But she took her 5-minute shower, and she's putting on a dirty dress. What's the point of that? You got yourself clean, but you're going to put on a filthy dress. So now you're filthy again.
My stuff that I'm going to wear today, basically. Don't look at that. Look at my eyes.
Put on a bra.
I'm scrunch it up. When you make it feel so real.
Oops. And she's on her phone again. Probably trying to talk to Natter.
Okay. Well, this guy's a freak. So it starts off with, hey, how's your day? You ever have two in your Oh, no. But, okay. Do you guys like where I put my tray?
Foodie wants a guy to love her, but she's been trolling the single site so hard. And she'll even sit there and check her messages for them on her live stream. Like, that can't wait. Like, she can't wait to check her messages. She's got to do it on live stream where she's trying to make money. She's so desperate for attention and validation that she can't wait to check those messages and talk to those thirsty men.
Is the vanity tray? My badge nasty. I cleaned it. I used to run down to your broken stove every morning to turn it off in this nightgown. I have my clean Levi's joggers. They were only crusty because of you.
Ew. Sorry, guys. I didn't know she was going to say that.
And our sexual activities we did.
Gross. Nasty. And didn't he have a washer and dryer in the trap house? I think he did. Why doesn't... Okay. Foodie Beauty has a washer and dryer in her house. It's right there by her bedroom. Natter had a washer and dryer downstairs in the basement area. I remember seeing it in a live stream. Why is it that nobody can do laundry when they got the facilities right there to do it? Why are these two walking around with dirty ass clothes?
Okay. I was digging for gold. Oh no, these are ripped. These are my favorite. They're ripped in the crotch. you think I can still wear them?
No.
No, I'll wear them around the house with underwear.
You never wear underwear.
Wear these.
That's the problem. You
They're
never
ripped in
wear
the
underwear.
crotch. Why are they ripped in the crotch? I don't remember doing anything crotchy with any dude lately. They were so wet. This shirt is so wet. I better put it back in the dryer. And this too. Actually, this is pretty dry. Alright. I'm gonna put some clothes on. Be right back. The vagina is supposed to have some kind of a vagina has an odor just like a dick has an odor.
Yeah, but not that much of an odor.
But it shouldn't be like a gross one to make you gag. Alright, let's go. No, it's more like balls.
Ugh, why are we talking about this? Why?
Like you know what I mean? Like it's not a bad odor, it's a dick odor. Like a dick smells like a dick. Like
okay, come on, enough. Thank
when
you.
I'm doing other drugs, do I stop taking meds? When I'm doing heavy edibles, I guess, yeah. But I'm not. I need to lay back on that shit.
Yeah, you do. There's it makes no sense to take 1,000 milligrams of a wheelchair edible. Nobody needs that much. Nobody. You don't need that much, Foodie.
I was super moody. And I'm sure that's why what's his face blames me for being like the way I am. But you know what? I'm not like that with just everybody. So no, right? Why do you have an endless supply of meds? I used pieces. He was on the same dose.
What do you mean the same dose? You haven't been to the doctor in forever, so you're basically taking his meds. Where are you getting meds if you haven't been to the doctor to get a prescription? You're taking his meds, and Pete needs his meds, Foodie. And it's very unsafe to take somebody else's medication. It's prescribed for him, not for you. You shouldn't be taking somebody else's medication.
Boys who like boys who date girls who like boys who like spicy crispy. Yes, thanks. I'm in a booth. Yeah, no. Skin clean. Spicy crispy crab.
Oops, sorry.
This is a Japanese bathtub for very long type of person. I'm not a very like sit at a restaurant or in the bathtub for very long type of person. I honestly will feel like, okay, yes, I want to have a nice bath, relaxing bath, and then I'll get in and like 10 minutes later, I'll be so fucking bored, even if I'm listening to something. So I'm like, time to get out. Like just laying back, and maybe it's because it's not too comfortable for me. The one at the hotel was, but still. Excuse me. Hour. Love you guys.
Yeah, so Foodie Beauty went to Costco today, and she's using a scooter. And she really doesn't have to use a scooter. She could easily walk around the store, but she decided to use one of the mobility scooters. As I understand it, the mobility scooters have a weight limit. I don't know where Foodie is as far as her weight, but from the sounds of the scooter, it sounds like it's having a bit of a hard time. And that's not me fat shaming her, it's just the truth.
Oh, they have sleep pills. I'm gonna try those.
The point is, she used a scooter. She didn't have to use a scooter. And it might have been a scooter that somebody else really did need when they went shopping. That scooter is struggling.
It's too squeaky. I need to. POV. Oh, excuse me. Okay.
I don't know. It sounds interesting. I don't know how the flavors with it. Do you
I know.
want both of them or?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna chocolate covered raisins.
Okay, so that's pretty much it for this react. And I would like to again say thank you to Just Saying for putting together this highlight video of a lot of different streams that Foodie did today, because honestly, I did not want to sit up till 3 o'clock in the morning going over all of them. As you guys saw, there really wasn't a whole lot to cover, but Just Saying put everything into one video so we could just get a gist of what was going on with some of the other videos and not spend all day doing it. Again, I'm going to leave the description, going to leave the link for the video in the description. So anybody who hasn't checked out Just Sayin's channel, please do so. Leave her a nice comment or perhaps a like, and maybe subscribe to her if you want. And thank you very much for watching this react video. If you like it, please like and subscribe to me if you haven't already. And thank you for watching, and please have a great day and evening, and happy 4th of July. Bye-bye.